Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is my first ever lesson video that I have for you guys. I am super excited to be able to take lessons again, especially with Cowboy since I haven't done much with him for the last couple of months. But since the weather is getting cooler and is much nicer, I am taking lessons now and I'm extremely happy to be able to take lessons. So this lesson we focused on walking and transitions and stuff. We were gonna do walk trot, but I'll get a little bit more detail later of why we didn't go through trot. But here I am about to get on Cowboy, and Cowboy is super tall for me. I can barely get on him with the mounting block, so I have to do like hold my foot up in the stirrup down so I can get on him, because if I don't, then I would probably either fall off or fall backwards trying to get on him. But eventually I'm able to get up on him after a few seconds and I throw myself over. And here we are at the start of my lesson. Cowboy is also drooling a lot because of the clover in the field, and apparently he loves clover more than all the other horses because he excessively drools. And his bridle is a little bit too big for him on certain nosebands because he has like a tiny face and a big body. So anyways, we are working on going to keep him closer to the wall because Cowboy does like to drift over into the inside of the ring instead of being pushed out to the side. So I am working on keeping him straight and hopefully not letting him go weaving in and out of the arena. So we focused on that and just learning different transitions and things that I could do with my body, because he seems like the perfect horse to respond to my seat more so than my hands, and that is going to be like a new challenge for me because I've never been good with my seat cues, but I am learning, and thankfully I have an instructor who is focused on me and making sure that I am doing different things because I'm up for the challenge, and this was actually a very enjoyable lesson that I've had. So we were just working on keeping him close to the wall so he doesn't weave in and out of the lines and the straightness. And we also worked on circles as well, so I can use my body in a different way to tell him, okay, we're gonna go in for a circle and we're gonna change, so he feels that difference and knows what we're going to do. And that is kind of hard for me again because normally I'm used to only being relying on my hands to turn the horse and things, and since I haven't ridden in a while, I need to focus on body cues. So we are going to do that. We are focusing on that, and we will be doing some ground lessons and as well as lessons under saddle. I believe next week we're gonna go on walk trot, but Cowboy was being silly about his tongue and things. He does actually have a roller in his bit again, so that's probably another factor that keeps him focused on his tongue a lot. But he was just super bored with everything that I was doing. I felt more confident with my trainer, and I wasn't scared, or not so much as scared, but I wasn't nervous going into this, because the last time I got on a Cowboy for 7 minutes, he was just not having it, and most of that has to do with me putting him in a bitless bridle. But we are bitted today, so I am going to also change his bit to a rubber straight bit to see if, that will work more. But here my instructor is telling me how I could stop him using my seat and my body, and it actually was more comfortable the way she explained it to me. Like, nobody has ever explained it to me like that. So normally when I would stop at my lesson barns, they'd always just try to say sit deep and pull back on the reins, but knowing how to actually do it with tightening your core, and before you ask, you tighten up your core, you sit deep, and then you pull the reins back. That was just so eye-opening. And on this line that we're on now, I worked on halt walk transitions, also using my body to hold him, and it was just so perfect. It was so comfortable. And I forgot my martingale on this lesson as well, so I don't know, I put it somewhere in my car, or I have it in my backpack, my horse grooming backpack, so I don't really remember. But anyways, we are working on that, and Cowboy somehow got his tongue over his bit after a while of saying, okay, Mom, this is boring. We normally just, walk, trot, or whatever, but he was a good boy. It's new for him, and he was trying his hardest to be willing to do the things that we are doing now. And the next lesson will be a little bit more interesting because Cowboy put his tongue over his bit. I ended up getting off and we were going to change it, but then we worked on some ground lesson when I got off anyways, because I was like, okay, he's bored, let's do some ground lesson stuff. So I asked my trainer some good questions about how to work with him when he's being pushy, so I got some great insight. I didn't get any video recording of that because I wanted to pay attention and things, but Cowboy got his tongue over his bit and we stopped, and that was pretty much all of our lesson. It's not that much entertaining. It's not very entertaining, unfortunately, but this lesson was like super perfect for me. It was very, I don't know, I just felt so good having this lesson, and I'm so excited to be doing more things in the future. We are working on walk, trot, and groundwork with Cowboy because he can be a little pushy, and then as his top line of stuff builds, then we'll start going into canter work. So I am super excited to see what the future holds for us, and seeing how his body changes when he gets muscle put on, because right now he has like a horrible top line and he holds himself a little bit weird. But I am super excited to see our journey, and hopefully I will have lessons every week. It is about to get cold again, so maybe not so much in the winter, depending on what the roads and stuff are like. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next lesson next week. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you later. Bye.